Good afternoon. I'm chancing the weather again today. Once more there's widespread showers forecast, and just before I set off there was a real cloudburst over Portarlington. So I'm not really taking a chance today with the weather. It's not a gamble, it's a dead cert. I'm probably going to get soaked. I'm being sprinkled now even as I speak. There's plenty of blue in the sky. I just have to hope that my position on the ground coincides with that as I go along. Today I'm heading for Costa del Bog, otherwise known as Bog-Derryounce Lake, just north of Portarlington. So we'll see how we get on weather-wise. Gone through Portarlington, and miraculously I didn't have any showers all the way from Portarlington. In fact, the sun came out and I had to roll off the sleeves. I was getting too warm. But looking to the west, I can see a few nasty looking clouds coming. I'll be in Bog-Derryounce shortly, and there's no shelter there. So I'm travelling light. I didn't bring a rain jacket. I don't like them. They like this anyway. There's gaps between the showers. You dry off quick enough in between them. So far I've been lucky. Actually, there is a bit of shelter in Bog-Derryounce now that I think of it. There's a bridge kind of halfway between the two lakes, a covered bridge. So if I should happen to coincide with a downpour there, I'll head for that. Now, how narrow is this? Just about. Narrow enough not to be taken at speed. Now I'm on the trail leading down to the first of the lakes, and the sky ahead is clouding up rapidly. I better go look for that covered bridge. Bog-Derryounce Lake and trails. It's been developed into an amenity area. I think there's fairly extensive trails around. I haven't walked any of them. I've cycled around the first of the lakes once. This is my second exploration of them. I think it made the newspapers some years ago, local newspaper, possibly national, I'm not sure, but I think the headline was Costa del Bog. It was during a heat wave, and it was the beach on the bog basically. It's a bog lake, but there is actually a sandy shore to it. And last time I was here was a sunny day, and there were people out lying on blankets sunning themselves, just like at the seaside. So worth a visit on a sunny day. Unfortunately, I think I know there was at least one fatality here, a drowning, possibly more than that, I'm not sure. So always, you know, keep water safety in mind when you're near the water. Anyway, I'll go on another bit. The wind is starting to rise now a little bit, which is usually a sign there's a bit of a shower on the way. So I'm going to go and find that covered bridge. I hope I'm remembering it correctly. Well, there you have it, the first of the lakes, Bog-Derryounce Lakes. And just over the tree line there I can see some wind turbines going. And over that way I think I see my little covered bridge. Some people down further. Not too many out today, I suppose, with the day that's in it. few picnic tables. Right, I think I'll go on further and explore the trails. I want to get near that covered bridge anyway, because there's a shower over that way, and there's one that way and there's one that way, and I don't know whether they're heading for me or not. Just in case, I'll get close to shelter. It's getting quite windy now, so I'd say there's a hunting or a shower on the way. I see another bridge over here. That's not my bridge now. Well, I suppose any bridge in a storm. Let's see. I plotted this route, so yeah, I want to go the other trail. Yeah, this one goes closer to the lake. I was going off on a tangent. Well, that's my little covered bridge behind me, one of them. So at least if the heavens do open, I have somewhere to duck and dive into. Now let me see, I think I'm going off trail again slightly. Yeah, I should have turned left back there, but I wanted to go under the bridge just to check it out. As you can see, the trail I'm on is paved, but you can see now the trail ahead is not. Is this my turn? Looks to be. No. I think my turn was back here. If I can help it, I want to stick to these paved trails, because after all the rain we've been having, I'd say any of the unpaved ones could be a bit soggy and boggy. Aha. Buzzard's Rest. Okay, I wouldn't mind seeing a buzzard. It's a bird I've often this is that nice looking leafy, woody kind of a trail now. Whoops, wrong gear. Danger, campfires not permitted. Okay, I won't be lighting any campfires. Oops, there's tree roots across the path. Whoops, the path is getting very gnarly now with tree roots. I better slow down. Don't want to come a cropper. Had to stop for a bit of a nature break. I think it was the shake, rattle and roll of the track that it kind of irritated my bladder somewhat. You can see what the ground is like there. Very gnarly tree roots all along, so you kind of have to pick your way around them, not to be taken at speed. According to my map, if you can see that, the yellow lines are the track I have plotted, and going down one side of the lake and going back up the other side of the lake. That's the blue, but I can't see the lake. All I can see is undergrowth. So I'm near the water, but I can't see it. Seems to be some kind of polythene covering on the trail here. Tree roots are coming up through it in places. No sign of any buzzards yet. Now we're getting very gnarly again. This particular part of the track is long and straight, but very gnarly. It's difficult to do handheld shots with the camera on account of all the tree roots. I should be coming to a turn up ahead, according to the map. I go right for a few meters and then I go back the same distance again on the other side of the lake. Still can't see the lake. Maybe it's just a swamp. It's shown on the map as a lake, but sure, maybe the map is wrong. That looks like old railway track. Obviously the Bog Railway came along this way. Still haven't come to my turning point. I go up this way. Looks a bit soggy in places, but I think I might be getting away from the tree roots. I'm trying to negotiate this thing. Oops, tight turn. Try not to catch the handlebars. And we're through. Now I think this is my turn around the end of the lake, which I yet haven't seen. Ah, good. An absence of tree roots. Back to gravel. Yeah, I was out in the open there for a short while, but it looks like I'm heading back into the woods now. Fairly extensive, this place. As you can see, the skies all around at the moment are looking fairly benign. Am I going to have another miracle and get home without a soaking? Anyway, the woods are lovely, dark and deep, and I have promises to keep. Love Robert Frost. So here we go. Whoops, more tree roots. Getting back into the tree roots again. Now, I think it'd nearly be as handy lift the bike over that. Let's try and wangle it through that trap. Oops, mind me camera. There we go. Whew. I stopped here for a second because through the trees I've caught a glimpse of the second lake. I'm going to see, can I get to it on foot without disappearing down into a bog hole. Seems to be a little bit of a track here. Looks a bit soggy. Okay. Ooh, ah. Yeah, very swampy looking. Probably very rich with bird life. As for pond life, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a good expensive water. Now I came down, I suppose I came down the other side of it there, through the trees, through the woods, but I didn't get a glimpse of it at all from that side. Nice. Anyway, time's moving on. And so had I. Better move on. The handheld shots might be a bit shaky because I'm having to contend with these tree roots across the track. Losing sight of the lake there now. In places it's hard to make out the track now. I'm watching out for the tree roots, but the way the sun's coming, whoa! The way the sun's coming through the trees and the shadows across the road, is very hard to make them out in the low light as well. Just come out into the clear now again, so that's a better view of the lake. See a man and his dog. Man and his dogs. 1, 2, 3 dogs. Ah, hope they're not hungry. Oh yeah. How's it going? A little footbridge there over to a small island. Whatever that's in aid of. Maybe it's for fishermen. Yeah, it's a nice spot. And hidden away from the main road. You wouldn't know it was there only for the signposting. And there's a good few trails heading off in all different directions. Now I had my route plotted around the lake, so I've no problem finding my way back out, but I'd say if you didn't have a good sense of direction you could probably get disorientated. Very lumpy track. Private fishing club. I've joined back on the paved track that was around the first lake. My little covered bridge is up that way. Didn't need it. Geez, if I get home without getting wet, it'll be a miracle. Just shows you days you'd be discouraged from going out on the bike. You know, like I was full sure I was going to get soaked. Now I still might, but it's been quite pleasant. There's people out sitting in the sun and everything. Well, that was Costa del Bog, or Derryounce Lake, or lakes. Yeah, I was impressed with that. There's loads of trails. Apart from like the one I'm on now, there's rough ones through the trees with the tree roots, as you saw. But they're smaller little trails, and a lot of them are signposted and named. So I'd say you could spend quite a few hours exploring the whole place. Nice place for a cycle. I'd nearly recommend a mountain bike with stabilizers, or with shocks rather, for some of the trails. If you're into photography, nature photography, I saw all sorts of weird flying insects, big dragonflies, coloured ones, multi-winged. Didn't see any buzzards. I think I heard one though. I think they make a kind of a screeching sound. I saw a variety of smaller birds, so not too many water birds, although I suppose you'd have to kind of be patient and sit and wait and all that, and they might be shy too. Now we go through this narrow passage right here again, so I think I better dismount. There we go. Okay, it's let me see, it's 2:30. I'd like to get home by 3 o'clock. Half an hour, we'll see. Don't know what way the wind's gone. Okay, Derryounce Lake. Over and out from Derryounce Lake. Well, I'm almost home now. Home and dry. Completely dry. The sun is shining. So it's a miracle again. I'm just on a little back road now that'll bring me out just below the Sluggy Cross, just at Bernie Redmond's house, just to avoid the bit of traffic on the main road. There's a good lot of traffic on the road for Portarlington whizzing past me. Big articulated trucks and all that, so just to get the last few minutes respite from that. 8 minutes past 3. So not too much behind my schedule. I was hoping to be home by 3, but I didn't allow for the slowness of the trails around the lake. If they had been paved, I'd have whizzed around it, but had to take things easy. Anyway, that's just a little addendum to my video. So once again, thanks for watching, and hope it's been enjoyable. Bye for now, see you again next time.